Okay, so I got Ron Paul. I'm going to call Ron Paul right now because I want to ask him about this Clive Bundy thing. Plus, his son's been saying some stuff. Can we get him on the phone? Is he there? Let's see. Is he going to pick up? Hello?
Resistance.
Congressman Paul, it's Jimmy Dore.
Oh, hi, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm great, Congressman. Listen,
Jimmy, I no longer go by that title. That's my slave title. I would now like to be known as Field Marshal Paul.
I'd really rather not call you that. Can I just call you just Dr. Paul?
Well, yeah, I guess, sure. I mean, after all, I am a doctor of freedom.
Okay, Dr. Paul, listen.
Libertas enum bubula.
I'm sorry?
That means freedom for cows.
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. You've sided with the
So I don't
Clive.
feel so bad I didn't know how to pronounce it.
You've sided with Cliven Bundy in this conflict with the against the Bureau of Land Management.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, of course. The federal government can't just say this is my land.
Actually, they can, Dr. Paul. There's an entire body of law going back to the founding of the country that gives the federal government those express rights.
Well, of course, you're right, Jimmy, but I don't believe in the rule of law.
You don't?
Well, no. I believe in a more survival of the fittest type situation with shooting wars between clans, and the strongest male gets to mate with the most fertile females.
Dr. Paul, that's not even America. That's just chaos.
I never said I believe in America.
You were employed by America. You were a U.S. congressman.
Well, sure, as a slave.
You weren't a slave. You were paid a six-figure salary.
Well, Jimmy, I don't believe in money. It's just another form of oppression. Now, if they'd pay me in goats and cordwood, you might have a point. For as we know, goats and cordwood are the musky currencies of freedom.
Oh, okay, Dr. Paul. Well, what about the potential for violence there at the ranch?
Well, that's just how the shit gets resolved. Someone says, this is my land, and someone else says, no, it's not. Then they shoot at each other, sometimes in slow motion. And guess what? It's my land now, motherfucker. Until the next fella comes along and lets to fight. And the magical circle of life just keeps spinning.
Dr. Paul, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Or is it the not craziest thing you ever heard?
No. No, it's the craziest.
Well, they call Gandhi crazy. They call Rosa Parks crazy.
No, they didn't.
Well, sure they did. People say, hey, it's crazy Rosa getting on the bus. I wonder what she'll do next.
Dr. Paul, Rosa Parks and Gandhi were working for a more peaceful world.
Well, I mean, sure, but that's because they were huge pussies. If either of them had a pair of giant Caucasian testicles, they would have formed secret armies of ignorant armed racists. Let the government know if I have to use a separate water fountain, I will fucking shoot you in the face.
Forgive me, Dr. Paul, but it really sounds like you're advocating terrorism. You don't advocate terrorism, do you?
Oh, well, sure I do. I mean, how else are you going to get what you want without, threatening to kill someone?
So you're okay with the old Oklahoma City bombing?
Sure, why not? I mean, those people were just expressing themselves. What's freedom if you can't express yourself?
That's not self-expression, Dr. Paul.
Who's to say? I mean, some people express themselves with craft projects like scrapbooking, and other people express themselves with a 2-ton fertilizer bomb. I mean, I don't stifle your creativity, do I?
Okay, Dr. Paul, I don't... Look, how's your son?
Oh, Rand, he's fine. He's sitting on the floor beside me right now playing with his Legos.
Now, is he going to weigh in on this Bundy Ranch issue?
Oh, no, he doesn't understand it at all. He just thinks it's a television program that he likes.
Okay. All right, well, listen, thank you for your time, Dr. Paul.
Yeah, sure, Jimmy. Anytime. And don't forget, death to tyrants.
Okay. That was Ron Paul, Dr. Ron Paul. Call it in.
Wow.
That was very nice.